Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we are here on Irish Front is the map. Notice the big line of crates that you just saw there on the screen. With a decent matchup for you, which we haven't seen these players play maybe ever on this channel, or at least not for a hell of a long time that I can remember. Anyway, over in the top left we have Sexiie with the green China nuke. And then down in the bottom left, we have, once again, on this channel, Rising in the purple color, playing under the name HH Rising. And he is playing with the GLA Tox. We know that, not only because you probably saw on the CC before, but this has got a big end on it. And when it's got a big end, it only means one thing. GLA Tox. Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking. Anyway, we've got an aggressive tunnel here from Rising. Semi-aggressive here from Rising as well. He gets inside of that bunker. It's a nice little bit of protection there against any oncoming battle masters. I think leaving these open here is a big mistake, and I think the optimal way to play GLA on this map is send actually one of your early workers or a terrorist or something over here to actually collect these crates. And if you manage to do that, you're not only getting, well, it's $200 a crate, I think. Yeah, it's $200 a crate. So if you send first worker over there and get the enemy's 1,000, it's 1,000 at your bank and 1,000 at the enemy. Is not going to have difference of 2k. So it's definitely worth sending an early worker there in the hope that the enemy does not get his own crates. But luckily for Sexiie, the crate's still there. That's pretty bad from Rising, because he knew there was mines there anyway, because this RPG was actually firing on the ground, but then he tried to send a technical round. So yeah, you should know distances of mines. You don't want to mess with it. You don't want to even go close. You should know, really, unless you're hugging the far side of that map, you're not going to get past them mines. Battlemaster here tries to get in the supply line, but there is a tunnel here with only one RPG. Probably could have just gone in there, to be honest. I would have gone in there and suicided, because you would have killed some workers for guaranteed. Pretty sure about that. Well, that worker is well and truly hidden back there. Battlemaster does find this worker here, and that goes down. A little bit of a push here from Rising. I don't know why he's making quads so early. Is he anticipating a helix? A helix? Must be anticipating a helix. I like that. Hidden worker building a tunnel there. It's going to be a nightmare to clear that later on. Yeah, I don't know why he'd be making quads so early on. And actually, Sexie's gone for a very fast prop and actually got the first Overlord out already. And the Scorpion there already taking damage. And these quads now are just basically wasted. This attack, that whole attack here is a complete waste. Sexiie also getting in the supply line here. Sexiie definitely the stronger player so far, and way ahead in terms of the XP. But Rising does have this position now. Maybe he's going for... He's not even going for... Is he going for the ores? No, he doesn't have the capture upgrade. He's still going for like TNTs and stuff. I think Rising is a little bit confused about what to do here. Like making those quads early on, not having a third supply or at least an oil here, I think is a big mistake. I think you should have at least by now, at the top level, you would see the strong 1v1 players having at least one or two oils now, or a third supply, or both, something like that. But to still be going for just TNTs at this point when the enemy's already on Overlords and stuff like that, I'm not convinced it's the strongest. And once again, that's 3 attacks in a row now from Rising have failed on that supply. Yeah, Sexiie is dominating so far. Is Rising going to be able to do anything here? He's getting one of the oils over in the top right. He's getting this one here as well, but that one's already been captured by Sexiie once, so Sexiie has the 1,000 bonus. Yeah, you're going to want to finish that. Don't let him rebuild that. ECM disables technical. He finally got that supply, but what the hell are you going to do against that? You need a palace. Unless he's going to go for a TNT from the back. Could pop some Scorpions and RPGs here, which can just be a bit of cannon fodder in the hope that then a TNT comes in from the back and actually manages to hit this But where is he going? It's going the long way for sure. There is a battle master here, so Sexiie might see it. Yeah, he is coming in with a TNT. Is it going to be a Boyka level TNT? It looks like 3 terrorists inside of there. A few RPGs here. Technical is coming in. Is Sexiie going to respond to this? Ooh! You really couldn't have wished for anything better than that. That was perfect. 4 little overlords. Everything was going Sexie's way then. In fact, that was like... If that TNT didn't hit, it was probably already Sexie's games. Sorry, game, not games. He's going to get himself a super tech. It'll be useful for going in, picking off trucks and dozers and stuff. Not sure who you'll get past there, but he'll be able to get in here, pick off that dozer. You just want to stay away from that Overlord ECM army, of course. This is what I mean about saying it'll be a nightmare to clear this later. Like, sure, the Flamer can sneak in there and clear a few buildings, but actually, as soon as you go head on with a Tox tunnel, it's very hard. Ryzen needs to get on a palace, man. Yeah, here's a palace. Oh, that's been recaptured, is it? Oh, the super tech is going to go down to the mines, isn't it? Oh, man. Why risk it? There's no point in risking that. Just stay there and just kill it. It was probably you would have got it for free, and then you could have got out. There's no need to risk these mines, man. There's no need. And if you're unsure, just force fire to ground. He had a super tech. He could have checked that easily. Here comes the Lotus, going to capture this oil back. And I think Sexie's just resuming his dominance here. Once he's got this army out now, he's going to be more wary of a TNT coming in. But everywhere he's wanted to challenge, he has been able to do so. And clear the ground or take the oil, whatever he's been able to do. But Ryzen is going for a bit of a counter-attack here. A little bit of a weak attack. I don't know why that infantry was not at the front, engaging the bunker. Because instead he lost 2 Scorpions to a pretty much empty bunker, like 1 or 2 tank enters in it at most. That probably hasn't even been seen, actually. Oh, and one of the overlords has been sniped already. Worker trying to go for it, but pretty much just sent to his death. Yeah, that tunnel's going to go down. You don't like, sometimes you think this is one of the times to actually sell tunnels. Because if he kills that now, he's going to get to level 3. Actually, he's already level 3. Jarman Kell needs to be careful because he's been detected. This overlord's been captured by the battle bus. Battle bus needs to be taken away. But the battle bus somehow randomly survives, and the Jarman has sniped the remaining overlord, and that one is now Risings. Sexie's floating some cash. Maybe now would be the time to actually make Helixes. Or nuke MiGs or something. He has expanded here, which I like. He's going to need to keep that war machine going. Probably even a supply here would be nice. Seems a little bit ambitious, but the enemy player, Ryzen, is not even going for it. Here comes the artillery. Is that going to be on the war factory? It's the war factory. Now he can just capture or... Oh, you don't want to go there. No, you don't want to go there. Oh, okay. You do want to go there. Is that going to be a cache hack, though? Why would you not cache hack that? Oh, Ryzen. What the f... Oh, man. He's giving him GLA. Does he even want to build GLA, though? That's the question. You probably don't. Because to build all the GLA infrastructure, to get a barracks going, a load of tunnels, stuff like that, you probably don't want to do it. Ryzen is winning this battle, though. Sexy shooting at the empty battle bus. Empty battle bus goes down, but the full one survives. This is... What a mess this is. Oh, man. He has no units to shoot it, and he probably hasn't even realized. He probably hasn't even realized. Yeah, Sexy's going to win this game. Too many mistakes here from Ryzen. Is he going to sell that? Oh, my God, Ryzen. What are you even looking at? What are you even doing? I can only put it down to you. Ryzen was like one of the first Zerai experts, I think. before a lot of the ones probably you know. I can only put it down to old age, but he can't be like much older than me. So it's just got to be pure rustiness. This replay is probably a few months ago. He's only just realised now. It's got to be just pure rustiness, because like Size is probably like what, number 2 player or number 1 player at the moment, and he's like what, 34 or 35 or something like that. Yeah, got to put it down to rustiness. Maybe not pressing the space bar when your building has been captured. Like, you can press space bar, it takes you to that exact spot, and you can just sell. I actually have hotkey Z for sell. Actually went in with XCC mixer and changed it. Have pressed it a couple of times by mistake and actually sold a key building, like a strategy center or something, or a supply drop zone. But it does definitely help in terms of selling a building before it gets captured. It's more like responsive rather than clicking the button. The button feels pretty clunky. Oh, now he's force firing the ground, but now you need to press stop on it. Because the supply got sold, yeah, the mine's actually deleted. That is what happened, isn't it, I think? Oh, man. Pretty sure he could have got more out of that battle bus. It's got 900 workers collecting over here. Still got a few crates to get there. 600. Not worth building a supply for it, though. Has he got worker shoes? No. Okay. That oil's now been taken down. But, I mean, Sexie's got this big army, which, yeah, he could just storm across the map and win. But, I mean, if Ryzen finds a way to just delete this delete this army or win that engagement, Sexie doesn't have a lot behind it. And, mind you, Ryzen doesn't have a lot. Both players not in the strongest of positions. I still feel Sexie's ahead, though. But, amazingly, in terms of XP, it's actually kind of even. Just feel like all these little mistakes from Ryzen are all adding up. Like stepping on the mines multiple times with key technicals early on. Super Tech stepping on the mines. Like 3 or 4 failed attacks here that did basically nothing. Losing them Scorpions there. Letting his base get captured twice. If you imagine if you just fixed them 5 like simple things, he probably would be way ahead now. He'd be in a much stronger position than he's in now. Oh, this comes another Desperation TNT. Is he going to hit it? Nope. I think he was better just running straight into the Overlords rather than coming from behind and then having to micro inwards. But I think Ryzen is dead. Yeah, Ryzen to me just looks slow, and I'm just going to put it down to rust. That's what it looks like to me. But I mean, with engagements like this, that's what I mean. He can turn things around, because Sexie's in a kind of a bit of a predicament now. He's surrounded by enemy overlords and a battle bus as well. So Ryzen might be able to do it. A bit of sloppiest win ever, but he might be able to do it. Here comes the artillery. I mean, even just the carpet and artillery is super, super deadly. But then again, so is this Jarman and the ambush. So I think we might be on for quite a close game here, actually. Ryzen is holding. Yeah, he's holding. Oh, 3 helixes, though. I was wondering where's the air power going to be. And there it is. Maybe that's going to end Ryzen now, because I don't think there's any quads out now. The time he needs quads, he's got none out. That Gamma Burst will still do big damage, though. Sexie's going to get loads of XP here just from picking off. Even if he doesn't go straight into the base, he's going to pick off random tunnels. I think there was an argument to be made to actually just surprise him with the 3 helixes and go straight to the base. I think he could have just won the game there and then. Definitely a possibility. Not saying dead certain, but definitely a possibility. Why isn't he at least flying over here? Yeah, I think hanging around once you've revealed the helixes is the wrong thing to do, because now that one's taken half damage, and now he's got loads of quads out. But I mean, if you force him to make loads of quads, and you carpet and artillery later on, you manage to pick off some quads, then your helixes can come in. But yeah, why is he not clearing this area? That's the one thing I'm not... He cleared a few tunnels with them helixes and then just kind of left this. Just kind of hung around. Even though he had the element of surprise on his side. I'm actually quite glad we found this replay, you know, because it's actually turning out to be a pretty good game. One helix might get picked off there. Ooh, I was going to say bad targeting from Rising, but actually in the end, he's managed to pick himself off 2 helixes. Don't tell me, man, after all these mistakes, he's going to still win. I mean, you could probably say it's a GLA map, being so big and like so many choke points, so many bunkers. You put a few Tox tunnels down, you get a few garrisons. It's definitely, I feel, a Tox map. Tox should be winning more times than not. You'd say if like 100 games were played between the top players, you're expecting Tox would win more times on this map, I feel. I think if you remove the bunkers, though, I think those percentages would change. Lotus is capturing one of the markets. But yeah, amazingly, this is super close. But Sexie's got a full internet zone back here. And he's got a load of buildings, so a sneak attack... It is a bit risky when there's so many buildings. You don't know where there's mines going to be. I suppose if you're going to do a sneak, you're probably going to radar scan anyway. Helix is coming in again. Yeah, I think Rising needs cash. Is he getting the cash bounty, by the way? I haven't been paying attention to that. He should have been getting it for ages, but... Has he actually? Quad picked off there for free. Yeah, if I was playing this game... I don't know, man. Who would you rather be at this point in the game? I'm tempted to say Sexiie because it's the support powers. Even though these quads here would just outright kill them helixes in a battle, but the helixes could just fall back here, and then you've got these bunkers, you've got an Overlord as well. Plus, you've got the better support powers. Carpet, Artillery, Mines is about to have EMP very soon. Let's see, is he getting the count? Yeah, he is getting 60. So he's getting 10%. He's getting 10%. Why is he not getting 20%? He's level 4. If he selected ambush and not built a CC, that's a massive mistake. I think he should have 20% here. Maybe he selected it but not rebuilt his CC, so I think that's another mistake here from Rising. You should be able to afford 20% at level 4, pretty sure. Looking pretty bad for Rising now, surely. He's not got enough cash to rebuild a supply now. Helix is still going around causing havoc. Sexie's got the better economy. It's got the better ground army. Rising is still collecting over here, I suppose. So he can rebuild that supply in a second. Sexiie is level 5. Have we seen EMP or anything yet? Or am I just being blind? I think a nice EMP just somewhere. Just do a pot shot here somewhere. Try and bait it out with the helixes. Even if you just disable 2, actually, it might still work out all right. Yeah, that's poor. I think that could have been baited out with the helixes, but no attempt whatsoever there from Sexiie. He has killed some stuff there. Maybe he was focused on that instead. These trucks just been sent to their death, though. It's just free XP now for Rising. He's still only getting 20%, though. There's just too many mistakes on Rising's side for me to favor him in terms of getting the win here. Just too many mistakes adding up. Jom and Cal. Oh, he's going to get found, though. Like, what do you even snipe there? You probably snipe the outpost. Oh, whoa, he's actually got a bit of a beast of an army. What the hell? Okay. Whoa, he's taking out nearly every overlord. But the Helix is now coming in. There are quads behind there with AP ammo. That was actually quite a nice engagement. What did he pick off? 2 overlords, was it? Or 3? But Sexie's managing to pick off the quads here. There's a few RPGs dotted around as well. Thought that was a bomb truck then or something. It was just weird how it was coming from that direction. Oh man, Rising, no. Just almost wasted it, but the elixirs are coming in. And they're on top of the main base. 1 quad goes down, radar van goes down, quad again goes down. There's only 2 quads here. Coming back to defend. Sexiie is leveling the base completely. Rising is still not going back here. He's just grouping his quads together, letting his buildings get picked off. Yeah, Sexiie has played much, much better this game. I'm amazed it's gone this close, honestly. But, I mean, even at this stage, even though it looks close, Sexiie has the better economy. Again, better ground army. He's making more overlords. Just shows you how good his economy is. Here comes a nice carpet bomb as well. Those workers have been annihilated so many times. You would not want to be a worker in that supply line for sure. Borlix is still flying around. I mean, there's still a tiny chance for Rising. Not without a CC, though. He must have had a CC at some point, because, yeah, he was doing the ambush. Oh. Okay. That's kind of good. Yeah, he doesn't have any Gatling helixes. Otherwise, you could fly over there and just find it with the Gatlix. Yeah, he must have had a CC at some point. I forget where it was built. We must have looked at it. Maybe it was down here somewhere. Maybe he got captured by the Lotus or something. Because, yeah, he did a rebel ambush, didn't he? But to be still getting 10% bounty now, you're almost level 5. Because Sexiie only has to pick off, like, let's say 2 of them quads, or maybe 3 quads. Then just flying with the helixes, and this is going to get wrecked. You'd be lucky maybe if that gamma burst takes out one of the helixes, but there's 5 now. Jarman Kell from behind snipes one of the overlords. These helixes flying in, the quads focusing down the helixes. Helixes do mostly, well, actually all escape. This is super low. You need to go back. Yeah, you can't keep pushing like that, can you? Put one of the non-vetted ones in it. Put that little shit one at the back. Put that in. Don't get it with the vet-free one. I don't know what went in. I don't know what went in. I did hear a cache hack then, by the way. It's artillery. Man, this supply is just getting wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Carpet's going to be off cooldown soon, I think. And then by the time it's rebuilt, it's going to get wrecked again. CC finally being rebuilt by Rising. But a little bit late to the party there, because at this stage in the game, using the Anthrax bomb and the sneak attack is pretty much your main lifeline for winning, I would say. So to not have a CC, and he's probably, yeah, he's probably only just getting the 20% now. Which is, again, a mistake. Nice mine drop. Any kind of attack through there now is going to be severely destroyed. I think Sexiie could squeeze out another Lotus. He does have a Lotus. Because at this point, when the enemy doesn't have actually many buildings, especially like that CC, could capture in the last few buildings. Here comes the carpet. It's actually a little bit off that, wasn't it? Why wasn't it more central? It would have killed the workers then, because all the workers have survived now. Well, 3 of them. How many anti-air units does Rising have in there? And why hasn't Sexiie tried to bait out the pop at any point? and then come in with the carpet. He's doing it in the wrong order. He's hitting it with the carpet, and then he's coming in to try and bait it. Lotus. She was actually going to capture it then, but then actually decided against the idea. I actually think that was kind of a good idea. I think you would have got it. You're quite a distance from that tunnel. By the time the capture happens, the army will probably be too late, I think. But this is going to be good, though. Here comes an anthrax bomb. Sneak attack. Okay. Okay. EMP. This is all or nothing here for Rising because he's going to lose his main base. There's 3 quads remaining back at home to try and deal with this. If that sneak attack gets stopped, then this whole army cannot retreat. Oh, he can't retreat anymore. And there's another Helix out. All them Helixes can just come back. But Sexiie can just clear these buildings. But unless Rising gets one of these buildings for himself, bit of a base trade situation here. Helixes continue to clear up. He's actually managed to capture himself a couple of barracks. Okay. That's going to keep him in the game for a bit longer, but he can't ever leave this area. Lotus is going to capture supply. Sold! This is the key time to sell it, man, because that could keep him in the game. This CC is going to go down next. Does Sexiie realize that actually he's lost 2 barracks here? And can he... Nah, he can't defend this against the Lixers. The Lixers can just come in now. There's only 2 RPGs anti-air. Yeah, that's it for Ryzen. That's a shame, man. It's just like... Nice. Is it a shame, though? It's not a shame, is it? It's just too many consecutive mistakes. You saw how close that game was at 27 minutes. Imagine if he just fixed, like, 2 of those 10 mistakes or whatever, or just fixed, like, 3 of them. It probably would have got him over the line, but it's just too many consecutive mistakes here, there, and everywhere that actually contributed to his loss. But that was actually quite a good game. 27 minutes, an Irish front, Tox versus Nuke. Very, very enjoyable. But yeah, several things to work on if it's to be considered a top tier replay. But still, nonetheless, we love close games like that. And yeah, Ryzen very almost did it. Maybe if he'd have kept his... Maybe if he'd pushed with his quads from his main base, maybe if he'd have pushed them into Sexie's base as well, and brought a worker, sold his main base and built a CC in Sexie's base. Not as an insult, but to... Like, as long as you've got a CC, you've always got something going for you. You've always got the ambush. You've always got the sneak attack. You've always got the anthrax every 5 minutes or whatever it is. So, yeah, I think among the top players, they would have brought a worker with them, sold their stuff at the main base, sold one of them barracks and started building a CC and had 3 quads there for anti-air in the final stages. But all of that wouldn't be needed if it had just fixed some of the early mistakes. If that first technical had just stayed there harassing the trucks rather than running onto the mines, that could have done something. If the super tech had killed that prop, that would have set Sexiie back miles behind, because prop takes 2k to build and its build's pretty slow, and it's going to cut your overlord production and your hacker production and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if it had fixed just a few of them things, he probably would have got him over the line, despite having a lot less cash. That's what I mean about when I said, like, the 5-minute mark, he should have at least 2 supplies, 2 oils, or at least a 3rd supply, and thinking about getting the oils, or both. But then you're seeing it there, like Sexiie collected loads more. And he did cash hack. The cash hack ability, by the way, not the Lotus. With the Lotus, he just captured the supplies, which I would have cash hacked because, well, I mean, I've already made a pro tip video about why cash hack's better than just capturing. You know, the money you get for it pays for your next army and takes the enemy money as well away. Even if he sells it, you still get the money. Whereas if you capture it, if the GLA's responding right, he'll just sell it and rebuild it with cover. So yeah. Anyway, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and see you in the next one.